All right, what's up guys? Today I am gonna do the most searched video related to BMX on YouTube, and that's how to bunny hop. And the reason this is like the most important how-to that I've probably ever done is just because so many people are gonna watch this, and if they learn to bunny hop, kind of makes or breaks whether they like riding BMX or they just give up on it and go try something else like skateboarding or something else like that. But if you're like myself and you're a failed skateboarder, rollerblader, whatever, then this is what really sealed the deal for me. Once I started doing bunny hops and doing stuff that I could get air without having to hit a jump, I was hooked. I loved BMX and I just kept going from there. So in this how-to, I'm gonna teach you how to bunny hop, and you should be able to start getting both of your tires off the ground without just going like this by the end of the day. I'm gonna try to give you those tips that'll set you up and get this done as quick as you can, so you actually really start riding, or really start enjoying riding your bike, and it's not just being frustrated that you can't do anything. All right, something that I want to address is a lot of people think their bikes are either too heavy or they're not strong enough. I want to tell you that that's not the case. So if you think your bike's too heavy, don't worry about it. It's all technique. People were doing bunny hops when they had 40-pound bikes like 20 years ago. So don't worry about that. So the first few steps that you need to make sure you do, and just riding your bike in general before you start trying this, is you got to make sure I guess your stance is the right way it needs to be. So what I mean by that is whenever you're riding, your wrists need to be kind of almost like flat with the ground. I see a lot of people when they first start riding try to do it like this, and you don't have any leverage like that. You're locked like this. You can't really move your arms like this. You can go in, out, up, down, whatever, but over here it doesn't work. So first step, make sure your wrists are kind of flat. You'll get leverage. You'll be able to move your bike around a lot better. And the second one is make sure your pedals are flat. What I mean by that, or your pedals, cranks, whatever, is you want these flat with the ground. If they're like this, you're not gonna be able to bunny hop, okay? So make sure whenever you're riding, you have your wrists back just a little bit and then your pedals flat with the ground. Because if you try to do a bunny hop like this, you literally don't have any balance to go off of. So make your feet flat and it'll be way easier. And both of those tips can be applied to everything. Those are just good things to pick up. So if you don't take anything away from this how-to, take those 2 tips away. Okay, so once you're ready to start doing the bunny hop, the first thing you're gonna wanna do is just get comfortable almost doing like a manual, because that's the first step of a bunny hop, is just pushing your body back and getting your arms out. A typical bunny hop, whenever you first start seeing people try to do it, it's gonna look like this. You're gonna be really tense, and you're gonna wanna keep your weight over the front bike, or the front of the bike, because whenever you do just a jump, normally, I mean, your weight's really centered, and on a BMX bike, that's not the case. The goal of the bunny hop is to get all your weight over your back tire, and then you hop off of that back tire and then suck the bike up under you. So the first step of that is just getting your weight back there. So act like you're doing almost like a manual, and you'll wanna push your arms out and push your butt back over your tire. Your butt should probably be either right above like your axle of your back hub, or maybe even a little further than that. And that's where you're gonna get all the leverage to pop off the ground. So first step, just get used to doing this. Just do like little manuals almost, and just keep doing this. Okay? And make sure whenever you do it, that your legs aren't locked. You want your legs to be bent. So whenever you do it, don't do it like this. Get your butt low, like you're doing a manual. Okay, so once you've done that, if you're having trouble with your tire, or you're not being able to get your tire off the ground, have a friend with you. That's another big step in this. Have a friend with you so you can like kind of watch each other and see what you're doing. That way, if you're doing something wrong or your buddy's doing something wrong, you can be like, hey, try to do this a little bit more. Because whenever you're doing it, you can't really see what it looks like. So you might think you're doing it right, but you could be doing something completely different. So if you have a friend there, they could be like, hey, change this little thing, and it could click for you right after that. That's the main goal, guys. So if you've already tried learning bunny hops, you've gotten frustrated with it, you and your buddies can't do it, share this video with them right now. Tag them in the description, do whatever. Just go get them to watch this video and be like, we're riding today at 5 o'clock and we're both learning bunny hops. So once you've got the first step down of getting your arms out and your butt over your back tire, that's when you're gonna wanna move on to the second step. And the second step is pretty much the most confusing part to people, just because you have to lift your back tire off the ground at that point. And the way you do this is like a scooping motion with your feet. So, and a lot of people have trouble with this because when they try to do it, their feet are like this, and it makes it a lot more difficult. So what I'd suggest is whenever you're riding on your bike, you want your feet to be in like the center of your pedal, so like that. You don't want it here, and you don't want your heel on the pedal. You just want the center of your foot so your foot can kind of wrap around it. That way, whenever you do a bunny hop, you can curl your toes kind of around the pedal and use that to scoop up your back foot. So like this, that's all it is. That's the whole second step, is just getting your back tire off the ground with your feet. It has almost nothing to do with your arms. The second step is completely just scooping your feet and sucking that up to your butt. And if you need a way to practice that, the easiest way to do this is just start rolling really slow and just go like this. I'm not doing anything with my arms. It's just curl your toes and suck it up. And that might feel weird and that might be pretty difficult at first, but once you get that, it's gonna be so much easier to learn how to bunny hop. Once you've got the first 2 steps down and you can get your bike away from you, and then your butt down, your arms straight, and then you can also scoop up your back wheel with just using your toes, then you just start combining them. That's it. So it'll look, whenever you're first trying it, it's gonna look like this. That's it. And that's literally the beginning of a bunny hop. If you just did that, good job, you just did your first bunny hop. And that's way better than just doing this. Because you're never gonna be able to hop up something this high if you just suck it up like that. That's all a bunny hop is. Okay? So once you can do that like every time, then you're gonna wanna start adding a spring in there. And that's the third step that kind of is mixed in there a little bit. So once you get one of these, then start adding a little hop. And it's okay if you land nose heavy right now, okay? That's actually probably a good thing because that shows you that you're actually scooping your feet really well. So you got push back, scoop, okay? And then once you're comfortable with that and you can do that every time, that's when you gotta do the suck and push that I was talking to you about. And all that is I'll do the exact same hop I did on that one, but I'll actually suck the bike up to me and it'll look way higher. That's all it is. I did pretty much the same hop, but I added a little spring with my legs and I sucked the bike up to me. And then whenever you want to suck the bike up to you, you don't want to just suck it straight up here. You want to kind of push it in front of you and that'll suck your back tire up even higher. That way you're not doing bunny hops like this, you can get them flat. So if you're having trouble combining the two and it just doesn't seem to make sense or you just can't figure it out, get something, I don't know, whatever. I have a water bottle and just lay it on the ground. Now you can use a curb for this, you can use whatever. I prefer something on flat ground. I think that'll teach you a little better. That way you're not going up a curb and it feels a little different. It's harder to get your back tire up. And then just combine those two, but just kind of go over and then suck your back end up over that. Okay, and start going really slow at first and then speed it up as you go. So go a little faster every time and you'll start having to do it a little faster. So now I'm getting pretty fast. You just learned a bunny hop. So if you can't do that without that, just get something taller every time, and that's gonna show you how to pick up your bike. That just gives you a little something to kind of mentally, like, or I guess subconsciously see and know you need to get over that so you actually do the bunny hop the right way. So once you've got the water bottle trick down and you're getting over that every single time, just get rid of that. Okay, so once you've got that basic bunny hop down and you're getting a few inches off the ground every time, that's when you really want to start focusing on pulling it up and pushing it out. And that's what's going to make your bunny hop look really good. You always see videos of people or pictures of people and they'll bunny hop and they'll have their back tire literally almost touching their butt. That's literally all just the third step. That's just picking the bike up and pushing it out. And that's where having your wrists back here makes a lot of sense, because if you did that up here and you were trying to push the bike in front of you, you're gonna break your wrists. That's pretty much it for bunny hops, guys. It's honestly a super simple trick if you have the steps to do it. And that's all that I gave you. That's what I used to learn how to do bunny hops, and that's what made me get them pretty quickly. It's just really repetition, guys. Like, you have to be comfortable on your bike for all this stuff to come naturally. So the more time you put in on these and just riding your bike in general, you'll get the feel for your bike better, and you'll know how to do these a lot quicker. So if these tips help y'all, please tag a friend, guys. Really the only goal of this is to get more people riding bikes and having fun riding bikes. I really want to grow the bike scene and just see more people at the skate park or at dirt jumps and stuff like that, because I feel like BMX is definitely one of the smaller action sports right now, and I want to change that. I want to make it bigger. So tag a friend in this video, share it with them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. I'll put all those links to my social media accounts down in the description. But if y'all have any comments, if I missed anything, or if y'all had some tip that helped you when you were learning bunny hops, put that down in the description, because I really want people to see these tips and do what makes sense for them. So if something makes sense for y'all that I didn't do, put it down in the description and help people learn how to do bunny hops faster. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Hope it helps.